Good afternoon, Mr. Caballas. Head Officer, good morning. And today I am going to ask you some questions. Can we start? Okay. You mentioned that you had seen a man running from a scene. Can you describe this man?
He was tall, wearing a black hoodie, and have a backpack, I think. He was running really fast, and he looked scared. He had a tattoo on his arm. It was a cross.
Good afternoon, Mr. Caballas. I am Miss Durani and this is my partner, Miss Vintas. And today we're going to ask you a few questions. Shall we start? I see you were already irritated. Um, may I ask you, someone told us that they seen you together with the victim, Miss Angela. And can you say to us, can you tell us, did you do something to her or did you know where is she right now?
I told you already. I don't know anything about it. Stop wasting my time.
You understand you're frustrated, but hearing doesn't change the facts.
What facts? You don't know anything on me.
You seem very sure of yourself for someone who was in the living. Seem interesting.
You're lying. Nobody saw me.
Did you say someone saw you, or are you just lying with us?
You're twisting my words.
You said you were there, so what are your relationship to the victim?
You think you're so smart? Fine. I was there, but I didn't do anything.
Mr. Caballas, we know you are good. You are a good man. Tell us the truth. What is your relationship with Miss Angela?
She was my best friend.
She was your friend, Mr. Caballas. You're a good man and she's a good girl. You have a good heart. Tell us the truth, Mr. Caballas. What happened?
Nothing. Before I go to the library, we just had a cup of coffee.
You were together before the crime was happened, and someone told us that. Tell us the truth, Mr. Caballas. What did you do to Miss Angela?
I I just love her. But I am just her friend. All I want is more than a friend. She could not give it to me.
You are a good man, Mr. Caballas, and you have a good heart. I know you love her as a friend and more than a friend. Tell us the truth, Mr. Caballas, for the sake of Miss Angela. You love her. Tell us, please, Mr. Caballas.
She wants to leave me, but I can't leave her. It was an accident. I stabbed her. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Is it okay, Mr. Caballas? Tell us the truth. Where is Miss Angela?
She was in a staff room. I hid her. I was afraid.
Is it okay, Mr. Caballas? It's okay. So it was Tuesday, right? And I was just making the famous blueberry muffins, you know, the one with the cinnamon crumble on top. And I heard a loud bang, and I just thought it was just our neighbor's dog. And but I saw the man, this man. He was a dog. He was passing by, and he was a cropped nose. He was wearing a bright yellow raincoat, even if it was raining, and he was running. I thought he was just running away from the police or anyone who could chase him. But then I saw this package in his hand.
Oh, that's a lot of information, Miss Brady. And I appreciate you for sharing it all. But to help me understand, can you tell me more about the package? What did it look like?
This package it was like a small brown paper bag tied with a string. I couldn't see what is inside, but it looks heavy.
Heavy, you said. And you're sure it was a brown paper, not a plastic one?
Oh, absolutely. I am sure of it. It was a very old-fashioned bag. The one that they used for groceries back in days?
Interesting. And about the man, can you describe what he seemed like?
This man is tall, as what I have said, and it's about 6'5", I think. He has a mustache, and his hair is color brown. And when he passed by at my house, he looked at me, and I can clearly see his eyes. He has a brown eyes, and wearing that light yellow raincoat, even if it is raining, and with matching of his yellow Nike shoes.
How about that? Does he have anything?
Of course, I can clearly see the tattoo on his right side of his neck. It was a black rose, and on his left wrist, it was a rosary.
How do you say it clearly?
Of course, I have a good eyesight. Mr. Bastasa, ikaw yung taong magaling maglaro at alam mo yun sa sarili.
Alam mo, ma'am, ako yung tao na sa buong buhay ko, hindi pa ako natatalo sa laro na nilalaro ko. Dahil alam kong magaling ako at hindi pa ako natatalo.
Nakakatawa, Mr. Bastasa. Alam mo ba may narinig ako, ang taong magaling maglaro ay minsan na natatalo rin.
Alam mo, ma'am, hindi ko alam yung mga sinasabi mo. Dahil ako yung tipong tao na kilala ko ang sarili ko at hindi ako naglalaro sa larong hindi ako mananalo.
Alam kong matalino ng tao, Mr. Bastasa. At alam mo yung mga bagay-bagay. At alam mo, ang pagsisinungaling ay mas mapapalala ng ang isang sitwasyon. Let's be honest. You're not exactly in the position upang magsinungaling sa panahon na ito. Ikaw ay nasa dipit na sitwasyon.
Alam mo, ma'am, lasing lang ako nung araw na yun. At wala na akong ibang ginawa kundi mag-aliw sa sarili ko.
Of course, Mr. Bastasa, lahat naman tayo gustong sumaya, magliwaliw, uminom. Ngunit, sa mga panahon na ito ay may nakakalimutan tayo ng mga bagay at nagagawa tayo ng mga mali. Maaari itong makasira sa ating sarili. So, tell me, Mr. Bastasa, sa panahon na iyon na nasa loob ka ng kasino, may narinig ka bang kakaibang mga tunog? May nakita ka ba? Tungkol sa pagbukas ng safe, alam mo ba ang tungkol dito?
Nung gabi na yun, ma'am, andun lang ako sa kasino, nag-iinom habang nagsusugal. At natalo ako. Kaya naman, nung natalo ako, inalik ko na lang yung sarili ko para hindi ko na maalala na ang laki ng natalo ko sa kasino.
Alam mo, Mr. Bastasa, nagmamasid na ako sa iyo noon pa. At alam ko rin, takot kang sabihin ng totoo at takot ka kung ano ang magiging kahinamnan nito. Mas mabuti pang sabihin mo na lang sa akin ang katotohanan tungkol sa loob ng kasino upang mas maging magaan pa kung ano man ang dinadala dyan sa iyong sarili. Uulitin ko ang tanong, Mr. Bastasa. May alam ka ba tungkol sa pangyayari sa loob ng kasino?
Umalis ako noon sa aking inuupan para umihi. At bukod doon, wala na akong ibang narinig o napansin doon sa kasino.
Nako, Mr. Bastasa, pinapalala mo lang yung sitwasyon. Alam mo, kaya kitang iligtas sa sitwasyon mo ngayon. Kaya sabihin mo na ang totoo, Mr. Bastasa. May kinalaman ka ba sa nangyari sa loob ng kasino? May kinalaman ka ba sa pagbukas ng safe?
Wala akong alam sa sinasabi mo. At yun lang talaga ang masasabi ko sa'yo.
Mr. Bastasa, huwag na natin paikutin pa ang laro. Sabihin mo na ang katotohanan, Mr. Bastasa.
Yun nga, ma, bakit mo palagi diniriin sa akin yung mga krimen na hindi ko naman ginagawa?
Nako, Mr. Bastasa, huwag mo na tayong matambayin. Alam kong nandun ka at alam ko kung ano ang nangyari sa kasino. Sabihin mo na ang katotohanan, Mr. Bastasa. Matagal na kitang pinagmamasihan.
natalo ako. At ginawa kong oportunidad yung mga taong lasing ay hindi na makakapansin sa kanilang paligid. Kaya naman, ginawa ko yung krimen dahil wala na akong pera at wala na akong maiuwi sa aking pamilya at takot ako makulong. Talo ko sa sugal. At napansin ko yung mga tao andun sa sugal, wala nang pakis sa kanilang paligid dahil sila ay kasing na lahat. Kaya naman, ginawa kong oportunidad yun para makapunta sa safe at walang makahalata sa akin na pumasok ako doon at kunin yung pera.
So inaamin mo ikaw nga ang kumuha doon sa safe.
Dahil wala na akong pera nun at talo na ako.
Go.
Malaki na ang talo ko nun. Kaya naman, wala na akong ibang magawa, hindi magnakaw doon sa safe. Napansin ko yung mga tao, wala nang paki sa kanilang paligid. Kaya naman, nakapasok ako sa safe nang hindi ako nahahalata.
So inaamin mo nga na ikaw ang kumuha ng pera doon sa safe.
Wala na akong pera nun at wala na akong mayroon sa pamilya ko. At takot akong makulong dahil sa ginawa ko. Kaya naman, hindi na ako nagpakita ulit sa kasino at nagpusan lumayo at hindi na bumalik doon.
Nice. Mr. Caballes, alam kong nasa mahirap tayong sitwasyon ngayon. Nais kong tulungan mo kami upang malaman ang nangyayari sa mga nawawalang items sa convenience stores sa may Rojas Street, kung saan doon ka rin nagtatrabaho, di ba? Kung hindi ako nagkakamali.
Yes, ma'am. Ngunit wala akong pansin sa panahon iyon. Nasa Stockholm po ako.
Wala kang napansin. So, sa loob ng stock mo, ano ang ginagawa mo doon?
Nag-aalis lang po ako ng mga snacks sa aking shelves upang i-prepare ito.
Ayos mo mga stocks. Napakahaba naman siguro ng isang oras upang mag-ayos ng mga stocks, Mr. Caballes.
Nag-prepare na ako tulad ng sinabi ko.
Sige. Ngunit, according dito sa aming record, ay wala ka sa lagi ng stock room. Ano po ba ang maaaring gawin, Mr. Caballes?
Wala pa akong maalala. Nagtatrabaho lang po talaga ako.
Maaaring mo bang sabihin kung may iba ka pang ginawa doon sa loob ng stock room, Mr. Caballes?
Um, sa oras na yun, break time po. Naalala ko po, ay nagme-merienda ako kasama ng mga coworkers ko. Pagkatapos may narinig kaming ingay, ngunit hindi namin pinansin dahil akala namin ay gagawin yun.
Nagme-merienda kayo sa stock room. Bakit sa naisipan niyo sa stock room mag-merienda? According sa CCTV, wala kayo sa lobby ng stock room. Ibig sabihin, nandoon na lang kayo sa back part ng stock room. Anong ginagawa niyo doon, Mr. Caballes?
Wala po, ma'am. Kumakain lang po talaga kami ng mga oras na yun.
Napakahaba naman siguro ng isang oras na break, Mr. Caballes. Ano po bang nangyari?
Um, ako po ang kumuha ng stocks dahil gipit po ako ng mga oras na yun.
So, inaamin mo ikaw ang kumuha. Tulad ng nangyari sa CCTV sa page 5 na yan, na lumabas ka ng dalang bag at pumasok ka ng walang bag. Ngayon, Mr. Caballes, stocks lang ba talaga ang kinuha mo? Walang pera?
Wala po, ma'am. Items lang po talaga.
Sige, Mr. Caballes. Maraming salamat.